Happy Halloween, air signs. Now that it's officially October, it's Halloween season. I love it so much. I've got my Halloween kitty cat shirt on just for y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our reading. As always, I will post the timestamps below for Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius if you want to jump ahead to your sign. But let's get started with an animal spirit card just so that we know what kind of theme, what the overall theme of October is for you guys. I'm going to start with Libra since we are in Libra season. Love all you Libras out there. So what is the overall theme for October for Libras? Ooh, horse spirit, freedom is yours. And we've got a 33, which is an angel number. It resonates to the energies of creativity, self-expression, the Holy Trinity, mind, body, spirit. Great energy for you guys to be in. It makes perfect sense that you would have such a free-spirited animal for this month since it is your season right now. So let me go ahead and do a recap. Just kind of a quick recap of what the energies of September were, what energy we're moving out of before I see what energies we're moving into for October for Libras. So I know September was a very heavy energy for a lot of people, very analytical, closing out a lot of old lessons with Saturn stationing direct, and we had Virgo, all the planets in Virgo. It was a very heavy energy for a lot of people. So we are coming into that now. Thank God we have all these planets in Libra, sign of balance and harmony. Also another intellectual sign, so there may be more focus on study, learning, productivity, being more social. Okay, so it looks like in the month of October, we were dealing with probably a decision. We were facing a decision. Perhaps we're at a stalemate in a certain situation. I'm seeing a romantic situation perhaps with this heart here. So let me pull a theme card just to see what that was about. I believe the last reading in September for Libras, you guys are working on like your relationships. You were doing some relationship work in terms of communication in your relationships, if I remember correctly. So what was it that we were focusing on? I'm going to pull two cards for this. Okay, so we have Two of Swords, the Master. So what I'm getting with this is kind of mastering our communications, taking time, because this is really a card of reflection as well, reflection before a decision. So taking time to really think about how we're communicating in our relationships and really mastering our communication, because September is also a 9-month. It is a 9-month in numerology, which is very much a month of completion. So it makes perfect sense that this next card that came out is the Fool. The Fool is a card of new beginnings. So what I'm getting from this is that in September, we were really focusing on our communication skills and how we're communicating in relationships, kind of honing and sharpening those skills, because now that we are in Libra season, it's a time for new beginnings. So I'm seeing that we may have closed out some cycles in our relationships, Libras. We may have cut out some people that were toxic, and then, you know, relationships that are really important to you. I'm seeing that we are kind of having a fresh start. It's a new cycle in your relationships with your loved ones, a new opportunity to understand each other better and to communicate more effectively, right? Mastering our communication. So that is just the recap. Let's look at the energies going into October. So what are we working on now besides new beginnings, the Fool? Oops. What is the overall theme? We have the overall theme. What is the energy we're moving into in October for Libras? Transformation. Okay, I love that. Freedom and transformation. That's a great card. Look at this. These color themes are almost like, see how we have like beige? The color themes here are kind of neutrality. I'm definitely getting like neutrality. Neutral colors. They're not super hot and fiery, they're not cold, they're neutral, right? This is very kind of Libra themes as well. They're balanced and harmonious. There's nothing too strong or too in your face. Like October is very balanced and harmonious, obviously, in the color scheme even that I'm seeing here. So what are we transforming? I'm going to pull a few tarot cards to go with this. Okay, so I have Four of Cups. So with this, it's like we're being more decisive. We're practicing discernment, because this cup that's being offered, it's like, how I'm interpreting this card today is that he doesn't want this cup. It's like not serving him. He's focusing on these, which are his priority, and there's this cup being offered, but he's like saying no to it. So definitely a card of discernment in your relationships, since, you know, Libra is also all about relationships, your social engagements. Perhaps we're being more particular about the engagements that we are participating in, being more selective of new relationships that we're allowing in. So discernment is the word that I'm getting from this. Because then we also have Two of Wands, which is, again, is another card of decision. Just as we're moving out of this communication, now we are making a decision about where we want to go in the future. Two of Wands is more a card, not so much about decisions, which is very, not like intellect decisions. This is more, where do I want to go in my career? What am I really passionate about? What am I wanting to bring into my life? This is very much a card of soul development. So practicing discernment in terms of our intimate relationships, but also what activities we want to be engaging in. You're being more specific in October in terms of how you want to grow your career, how you want to feel more fulfilled as a soul, what hobbies you really want to focus on. So we're practicing discernment in that sense as well. It's almost like, you know, you have the world at your feet, but you want to be more selective now about the opportunities that you're engaging in, because you are recognizing now, after coming out of this October or September energy, we're recognizing now that your time and energy is precious. And so you want to be more specific about how you're spending it and who you're spending it on, okay? Because then we've also got we have two fours, actually. So Four of Pentacles. The fours are all about building upon foundations. So with Four of Pentacles, now that we've built some solid foundations from the energies in September and the work that we were doing, now we're building upon them. And now we are really treasuring and valuing, because, you know, I'm reading both of these as positive energies in this reading. It's being more selective about what we value, who we value, and how we're spending our time and energy. So that's what I'm getting in October for Libras. Let me get one last clarifying card on that, and then I'll close it out with a Moonology card. Yeah. Get in the driver's seat of your life. So I am seeing with this, we are still working on being aware of our decisions like we were in September, but we've put in a lot of work last month. So this month is really about, now that you have the world at your feet, what are you going to choose? What are you going to choose that is really fulfilling for you? Where is it that you want to go? I mean, dream big, think big, Libras. You know, whether it's your personal relationships or your career, think big. What is it that you really want to achieve? What are your dreams? What do you aspire to be or to do? And being more selective in who you are filling your life with and the choices that you're making. So we are really taking the CEO position this month, Libra, okay? You are getting into the driver's seat of your own life. Recognize that you are designing your own life with every thought, with every word, with every action. And you have all these opportunities coming to you because this is your month. So just being more selective about what we are creating, okay? Freedom and transformation, right? So with this, I'm also picking up, you know, Libras, because they are such a social sign, there is often the tendency to want to people please or to want to make everyone happy. And what I'm seeing right now for this month is that now is the time to really be selfish and focus on you. It doesn't mean you don't nurture your relationships, but we're transforming, focusing on self-growth, okay? Look at this, like, tree she's looking at under this glass. See how it's like growing and there's all these birds in it? Can you see? Will it focus? No. I'll have to figure this camera out at some point. So you're transforming yourself, okay? So let me close out with the Moonology card to wrap up the theme for Libra. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. So yeah, lots of transformation happening for you, Libras, in October. Lots of opportunities coming your way. It's really going to be a very creative month for you, a month of growth, but just make sure that you are practicing discernment, okay? Just continuing on that lesson from September is just making sure you know your personal values and the decisions that you're making are in alignment with your dreams, with your personal values, and what you want to experience in relationships, okay? So that is Libra. I'm now going to move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what is our theme for October? Love is all around. Okay, so for Aquarius, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have Libra in your 9th house if you're Aquarius rising. So there's going to be more emphasis on spirituality, higher wisdom, travel, broadening your perspectives this month, okay? Love is all around. So let me look at the energies we're moving out of. What were we working on in September? Just kind of a quick recap. Oh, I love it. The star. Healing, transformation, connection with the divine, with your spirit guides, blessings. The star is definitely a card of healing. Okay. So what this is what I'm getting from this is we're moving out of needing to be in control, needing to have certainty, clinging to certain desired outcomes is what we're moving out of. So perhaps we've been living in a space of wanting things to be a certain way, wanting to have certain, you know, Aquarius is a very ambitious sign, and as a fixed sign, they can also be stubborn once they've set their mind to something. So what I'm seeing is we're moving out of this kind of clinginess and attachment to certainty and to certain outcomes, and we're moving into surrender. I'm seeing, you know, this is part of September energy. So what we're recognizing is that we can't cling too tightly to certain outcomes. We have to surrender to the flow of life, surrender to divinity. All right, so that is what we're moving out of. So I'm seeing September was definitely a month of surrendering rigidity, surrendering certain expectations. It may have been a little bit of a rough month for some of you guys. If you weren't willing to let go, if you held on too tightly, then the universe probably had to shake it more forcefully out of your hands, your expectations, your beliefs, whatever they may be. But now we're in a place of surrender, which is a great place to be. So let's see what we're moving into in October. Yeah. Acceptance. Look at this. Love is all around. Look at all the green. We've got a lot of green going on for Aquarius this month. A lot of heart chakra, okay? Which is really beautiful. So I'm seeing that even with this card, there's heart chakra, like letting go of old relationships, a lot of heart chakra, forgiveness and release. And so now we're in this place where we're accepting the natural flow of life. We're accepting whatever the universe is bringing us, recognizing that your desires, your intentions, they're all rippling out into the universe. They're being received. So everything that you want is being received by the universe, and they are working on it. So this is just embodying trust and acceptance, okay? That love is everywhere. So let me pull a few tarot cards just to clarify that. Oh my goodness. Ooh, a lot of positive energy for you guys. So I have the star again. So focusing more on healing and surrender. That is very much the star energy, is just going with the flow. Oftentimes when we're in this energy, we're afraid that if we just go with the flow, anything can happen and it could be a disaster and we won't get what we want. But really the star is about recognizing, you know, just like this beautiful, how this river is like nurturing all this grass and this garden, which is then growing and flourishing, recognizing that the universe is also, this is going to sound corny, but watering you, right? The universe is providing you with what you need to be nurtured and to grow. And so surrendering to the process is recognizing that everything that you want and desire, you can have, and the universe is working on it, and trusting that the divine, divinity, the universe, the creator, whatever it is that you believe, that there is a more intelligent, more broadly arching life plan for you that is greater than you could have ever imagined for yourself. And when you step into this flow state, you'll experience things with greater ease. Doesn't mean that there aren't challenges and struggles, but it doesn't quite seem so, the water isn't so turbulent, right? When you're stepping into the natural flow of things. And we have Six of Wands. This is a card of success, of victory. I'm seeing that some of the things that you were wanting, some of the seeds that you were planting or had planted over the past few months, you're now going to see those come to fruition, okay? So you're going to see some results this month is what I'm seeing, Aquarius. So just trust in the natural process, trust that things are coming your way, and you will see results. That all this surrender and releasing and letting go that you were doing in September, you'll see now that it was worth it. Because then we have new beginnings, new chapters, new beginnings. Everything's going to be great. I'm just getting a super positive energy with this, you know, but it comes from surrendering to the flow. Okay, let me get one last theme before I close it out with a message. Bridge. Stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. So it's interesting. We have these two images are like mirroring each other. Here he's like setting off on this adventure. He has his, you know, head held high. So does she, right? So it's really like new beginnings I'm getting, but I'm getting a lot of really positive energy. So we are moving into almost like a new dimension, a new reality. You are crossing this bridge from this place of surrender and perhaps, you know, suffering or pain or heartache, whatever it is that you're moving out of. You're moving into a higher, more evolved place, a place where you're going to start to see more results. So all the work that you've been putting in, Aquarius, trust that's coming to fruition this month, and everything will be okay. It will be more than okay. Things are going to be great. You'll start to see results. So closing out the reading for Aquarius. Don't let the past hold you back, though. See? Just surrendering control is what I'm seeing. Surrendering control, because when you release, then that's when the universe can send you these great opportunities. That's when you'll see results. That's when you'll get new beginnings. But it has to be from a place of letting go of what you think things should be. It doesn't mean you're giving up on those things. It doesn't mean that some of the things that you want, you're just like, okay, fine, I'll just forget that I ever wanted it. That's not what it's about. It's sometimes when you cling too tightly to things, when you're too much in this energy of like, I have to hoard and hang on to everything and I have to be in control, you actually block the flow of things, like a dam blocks water, right? You completely block the flow. But when you release, when you let go, some of the things that you were wanting, you'll see they will flow back to you, and they'll flow back in a state that's even better than you imagine. And then some of the things that weren't meant for you, they'll fall away. But in time, you won't even care, because the things that are meant for you will come to you, and you'll be in such a state of joy and confidence that and victory that it won't matter anymore. Okay, so I do see that there's some really beautiful things happening for you guys in October, Aquarius. You will start to see some results, but you gotta let go. Stop playing, and you gotta let go of expectations. Everything will work out. Okay, so that's Aquarius. Last but not least, my Geminis, my beloved Geminis. Let's see what we have going on for us in October. I'm excited for October. I know in August we were doing a lot of relationship shadow work, and I think we were continuing that in September. I know I was also personally. We're continuing on our reevaluating our beliefs about romance and love and relationships. A lot of shadow work, a lot of looking at duality. So let's see what we have going on for October. Stag spirit, take the lead. I love this. Yes. So now we are leading the way, is what I'm getting from that. All the shadow work that we've been doing in relationships, now we have information, we have knowledge, we have experience, we have lessons that we can then teach the collective. So we are now taking the lead as far as relationships go. Maybe not just relationships. We'll see what else comes up. But I know that's definitely something a lot of Geminis are working on, whether you're single or in relationships. We've been doing a lot of shadow work in that area, reevaluating what it really means to be in partnership. So what energies are we moving out of in September? 8 of Pentacles. Okay, let me get a clarifying card to go with that. hard work. We have some contradictory energies here. So Eight of Pentacles is really about putting in the time, putting in the effort, doing the inner work is what I'm seeing. And we have letting go. So we have two eights. You know, eights are infinity symbols. Eights are also all about growth and expansion, expanding your awareness, expanding your sphere of influence. It's also about, you know, career opportunities, growth, all kinds of growth. But we have very much, what I'm getting with this is inner work related to, you know, relationships and duality and how we perceive the other and how we communicate, and even just reevaluating our beliefs about love. September was very much about letting go. Letting go of people, letting go of expectations, very similar energy to Aquarius. What their reading was for this month, just releasing our expectations of how things should be, surrendering the control, surrendering the outcome, okay? Just being in a place of surrender, but a surrender that we get to from a place of hard work, right? Doing the inner work, doing the clearing old patterns, looking at the past, looking at past relationships, old beliefs about that, old bitterness and resentment that we're holding on to. I'm seeing that that is a lot of what we may have done in September, releasing old past patterns and letting go. Okay, so let's see what we're moving into now in October. All right, meditation. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards to go with that before I, whoop, cards are flying out. Oh my gosh. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. So, like a lot of contradicting energies. I'm getting like meditation, and then I have Three of Wands, King of Wands, and the Tower. So a lot of active energy. So I have like active and passive energies, right? Because this is also a card of hard work, but this is a card of release and letting go. So what I'm getting from this is, I feel like, again, Geminis are doing a lot of inner work. So all this active energy that we're experiencing, it's not necessarily external, it's internal. Because we are spending more time in reflection. So with this, you know, Three of Wands is really a card of looking to the future, you know, creating plans and setting plans into motion in terms of what you want to create in your life going forward, right? See, this guy here, he has these ships in the water. These are like his ships. These could be, you know, he could be commerce, you know, merchant. He's like sending these ships out on some kind of a mission, or it could be a business, right? In this ancient times, you know, commerce, naval commerce was business, right? That's how they made their money. So he's setting these plans into motion now, and he's looking out onto the horizon, right? So this is definitely a card of waiting, but a card of having already set things in motion, and now we're waiting for results, which makes a lot of sense because, you know, this Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. We did a lot of hard work in September, and now we're waiting. This is a card of like waiting. And what I'm getting from this too is we have, you know, Knight of Wands came after this. It's like we're waiting for a return. See how he's like traveling? This is a card of someone that probably went somewhere, you know, maybe to Egypt literally, or not literally. Maybe some of you out there do have someone who's in Egypt that you're waiting for. That'd be crazy. But he's traveling and now he's returning, right? He's moving in the direction of this person who's waiting. So whether you are in a relationship and perhaps you're in a separation, or you had a fight, or maybe you had a breakup recently, or maybe there's someone from your past you're still in love with. I mean, I don't want to give you guys hope per se, you know, remain in this detached energy, because when you're in this detached energy, you're focusing on yourself and you're trusting that if someone is really meant for you, they will come back to you. If, you know, in my experience, whatever is meant for you, whatever is part of your destiny, no one can deny you, right? It will come to you, and it's just a matter of trusting, and that which does not return to you wasn't meant for you. And so it's really being in a place of surrender. So what I am seeing here, though, is we are waiting to see results. We're waiting for a King of Wands to return. This could be someone that we were in a relationship with. If you are super focused on career this month, Gemini, this could be that you're waiting for results, career results, you're waiting for collaboration, but this is definitely expecting results this month. It may come in an unexpected way, though, is what I'm seeing. So October is going to be a bit of a mixed bag, you guys. Like for some of you, I'm seeing that a relationship will return to you or someone will make contact. For some of you, I'm also seeing that there will be business development or growth, but it's going to come in an unexpected way. It may not come in the shape or the form that you want it to come in. So again, I'm just seeing, we're still working on this energy from September, which is releasing expectations and just trusting, right? Because the universe really does want our highest good. It wants us to accomplish our goals and to have everything we desire, as long as that serves our highest good and the highest good of all beings, right? The universe is always wanting to bring you what you desire, that which serves your highest good and the highest good of all beings, right? It doesn't conflict with the highest good of other beings. And so trusting that the universe really does want us to be happy, wants us to reach our highest, fullest potential. And so trusting that whatever happens to us, it is serving our highest good, okay? One of my favorite quotes from Jan Spiller, who is an astrologer, is, "Life loves me, and I trust that this is all working out for my highest good." Okay, so there is definitely going to be some results, some kind of return or result that we're going to see in October, but it may come in an unexpected way. So surrendering your expectations. All right, let me pull one last theme card before I close out the reading for Gemini. Reach your goals. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of mirroring with Aquarius. Aquarius had a very similar reading as well. So what I am seeing here is we're all going to see a result. We are going to see some results. All the work that we've been doing this year, we are going to start to see results in October. October is a 1 month in numerology, which is all about new beginnings. So I'm seeing that all the hard work we've been putting in, the releasing, letting go, healing, surrendering expectations, we are now going to see some kind of return or outcome, whether this is a person or a circumstance in our career. It is going to be unexpected though. This card, meditation. I want to pull one more card to go with this because I'm just getting surrender with that. Yeah. Just surrendering. Angel. Tap into your higher wisdom. So we are surrendering to the divine this month, recognizing that we have put in the work. We are going to see results. We are going to possibly see the return of someone this month, or some kind of career advancement. And we just have to surrender and trust. We are going to see outcome. We are going to see results. Okay? So taking the lead, Gemini, and trusting in yourself and your abilities, and that everything that is happening to you is working out and it is serving your highest good. All right, so that is air signs for October. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.